Welcome to my SUV/RV tour. I've been promising you guys for quite a while now that I would film my camping setup in the back of my Tahoe. I built this all myself. It was not an easy task, but the time has finally come where I get to show you what it looks like. This, on the left side, is the bed. It's very comfortable and I've really enjoyed it. Underneath the bed we have some storage. Let me show you that. Under the bed I have my stove. If I'm ever in the situation that it's raining and I don't have my canopy up or some way to protect myself from the rain and I need to cook a quick meal, if I don't have something on hand that I can quickly put together, like a sandwich or something that requires no cooking, I've been in this situation, so I vowed that I would never let it happen again. So I flipped the bed up. It actually flips this way, but I just can't reach it right now. This also flips over. We pull this out. Here's where the stove lives. I simply remove it. I continue to pull this out a little farther, and this also allows me the access or the space for the propane canister. I needed it to be just a little bit lower than the stove, and so this is another reason that this is here. So we simply connect this, connect our canister, and voila, we're cooking. It's been very useful, and I've really enjoyed it. And let me tell you, it was quite the feat figuring out how to put it together, but I finally did it. Slide it back in, we flip this back down, and back down comes the bed. It's very handy and I've really enjoyed that feature. Now, let me show you the other part of the kitchen. On this side is the actual kitchen part where I store pots and pans, dishes, silverware, and what have you. When I don't have my canopy set up, and I needed to make myself a cup of coffee really quickly, so this is where this comes in. I have a water dispenser that sits up here. It's currently over there on the table, and this is where I store all my coffee paraphernalia. Right now my syrup is here. I have some stuff stowed in here that I thought would be a little safer while I'm camped out here where I'm camped at presently. Here's our silverware. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I have a bottle of vinegar in case I have no running water or access to a great amount of water. It's great for sterilizing your dishes and it cleans them really well. This is my favorite part. It says, "Happiness is homemade," and it truly is. Also, under here, I have a tripod that I cook over the fire with, an open fire. And I store the legs to the tripod cooker in here. Here we have my tripod set up for cooking over the open fire. It's so lightweight, yet stable, and quickly be stowed underneath my kitchen. Okay, so here I've designed sliding doors, and you can see this is into the part where I usually store the coffee pot. The plates are up here. I have a couple of plastic plates, Over here we have another section. Let me bring you closer so you can see what's on this side. As you can see, on this side we have, this container is full of kitchenware. We have can opener, knives, anything you would need to prepare a meal. This is my emergency water purifier. Those are always handy to have on hand. I've never had to use it yet, but I'm glad to know that it is available if ever needed. I have thermoses, and a lot of times if I'm up in the mountains and it's really cold, I don't want to go to a lot of trouble of cooking and making another campfire or whatever it is that I need to do. Sometimes I get up and I make breakfast, and then for lunch I may make like a soup or something, or if I need hot water for tea or hot chocolate, something like that, I will heat enough water for coffee in the morning, and also enough water to be preparing myself something for lunch at a later date. And that way, when I'm out hiking and photographing, I'll have a meal ready to go when I get back to camp. Because let's face it, camping is hard work, and it really helps to just have some meals ready to go when you get back to camp. This is my alcohol spray in case I ever need to take a really quick bath. It works great. Don't use it a lot, as it will dry your skin out, but it sure does work in a pinch. I have extra soap down here. This is my Tortilla Cooker. I would not take the world for this thing. It doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you what. This is the bottom of an old cast iron skillet that someone cut out, and I came across it at a garage sale and snapped it right up. I love that thing. Of course, my small cast iron skillet travels with me at all times, and I have nesting pots and pans here. Cutting board in the back. I also have metal bowls with covers. It helps sometimes when you're trying to prep some food and keep some flies or bugs out of your food. But I sure have enjoyed this setup. It's just been lovely. It's been one of the best investments I've ever made, and it really did not cost me that much money. Up top in my wooden box, I have all kinds of different things stowed. It carries part of my food. It has baby wipes. It also contains a terracotta pot in which I put a candle underneath in case I ever need a little heat, if I get into a cold situation. How many people do you know that have a real hardwood floor in the back of their vehicle? I'm sure there's some out there, but I'm just about the only one that I know of. It is great. It's so carefree, easy to keep clean, and I absolutely love it. And it's very durable. Yep, I laid it myself. It's laid on top of a piece of plywood and attached to the piece of plywood, and it's pretty secure and doesn't seem to want to go anywhere. When I have the luxury of setting up my canopy, I really do enjoy it very immensely. Say I'm set up boondocking for a week or two, way up in the mountains where there's no running water or anything like that. There may be a river running through there, and I'll gather water. I have sides on this canopy. The sidewalls come down. I have heated water over the fire pit before and taken a bath that way. It's very convenient, and it's very private as well. And what's camping without just a little bit of fun? Check out my lizards. Happiness is homemade.
How can you help me to keep bringing you great creative content? There's a link for that in the description below.